You want to come China Monday?
92.7 this morning, my people. So we are creeping up to that ever closer 100 kilo hallmark number where we can really call ourselves a bodybuilder. Because until I get there, I'm just a pretender. I feel like even just calling yourself a bodybuilder, I cringe when I call myself a bodybuilder in general, because it's like I've never actually competed, so I don't necessarily call myself that. And I know there's a lot of takes in the industry where it's like, you know, if you live the bodybuilding lifestyle, you can call yourself a bodybuilder. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know which sort of camp I sit on. Probably more so lean towards the, if you haven't competed, you probably can't call yourself a bodybuilder. That's sort of my opinion. But I do understand the sentiment of like, if, you know, your day in, day out is exactly like a bodybuilder, which mine is. Like, I don't miss a meal, I don't miss a session, I prioritize my recovery, I do my steps every day. My day is literally 100% set up to put on as much muscle as physically possible. So in some essences, that is, I can understand that being considered a bodybuilder. I don't know, I sort of sit on the fence on that topic. But yeah, hopefully when we get to that 100 kilos, I can be a little bit more confident being like, yeah, I'm a bodybuilder. Nah, look, maybe I'll then say I bodybuild. Because yeah, for now, I just feel like a bit of an imposter. But yeah, good morning this morning. Woke up a little earlier than usual because we have to catch our flight to Melbourne for a funeral, which is a bit shit. But I've organised myself adequately, so I'm not too stressed about anything regarding meals and stuff. I probably won't end up packing all my food because it's just going to be a logistical nightmare. But because we're staying with family, I'm going to have the ability to just like cook all the shit I need anyway. So there's no real issue there. My meal prep company food comes in today as well. So hopefully that arrives before we have to leave for the airport. And that way I can actually just pre-pack all of the cooked meat, which is going to be an absolute lifesaver, because cooking meat is probably the most annoying part, also the most expensive part. So having that in my corner is going to be fucking awesome. But yeah, other than that, had our cream of rice breakfast. You guys know the drill. We have that every single morning pre-workout, probably my favorite meal of the day. I always look forward to the mornings because of that. And then went for our little walk with Doggo. A little bit cloudy, a little bit rainy, but you know, I'm adopting that positive mentality. So the day is going to be good nonetheless. We are on the way to the gym to train some push today. So it's a sort of chest, shoulder, and then I'll throw on a bit of arms at the end, and then probably finish with some calves as well. I think I'm going to up the calf frequency to 3 to 4 times a week, depending. At the moment, it's just 2 times a week at the end of the leg sessions. But yeah, I think upping that frequency is going to allow them to hopefully, you know, have more exposure to growth. And that's something that's really lagging on my physique, is my calves, my legs in general, but particularly my calves. Like my quads, my hams, my glutes, they've all come up a significant amount the past, you know, year or two, but my calves are still a fucking chicken's leg. So that is a big priority. I mean, they've definitely grown. If I showed you photos of my calves like 4 years ago, you'd laugh at me even more than you probably do now. So they have grown, but not to the extent I've wanted them to grow. But today we're training with Mr. Chris Williams, calorie guy. It's always fun training with him because he actually pushes hard in the gym, unlike a lot of other people. And that's often why I tend to not really enjoy training with people. I, for the most part, really just like training by myself, because I feel like if you train with that odd person that doesn't bring the intensity, it genuinely just ruins the session. And I know I shouldn't necessarily ruminate on those things and whatever, but when you're so passionate about something like I am, the gym, it's like I look forward to it every day. And a good session sort of dictates the rest of the day. And I know it shouldn't be like that, but if like I can control all the variables, it will be a good session. So training with someone who doesn't bring that intensity sort of just lowers it down. And I mean, it's nothing against those people. It's just some people have it, some people don't. And also just the passion for training. Like I've trained with people who train, I guess, hard-ish per se, but it's also like cute. There's no real grit. There's no real passion. And that's the big differentiator I can see between the science-based community and the sort of bro, is those bros train like they fucking love the gym. Those science-based people train like they're just there to do it as a chore. And I think that sort of mentality is also going to bring a lack of adherence in the long run, because I've spoken to guys about it before and they don't like going to the gym because it's also over analytical. And then eventually that's just going to cause them to step away from it. And then what's that going to do? They're not going to progress. So enjoyment is a hugely underrated part of training and becoming successful within training and building a good physique. Like, if you don't enjoy what you're doing, you're not going to adhere to it. And the number one thing for bodybuilding is just compounding time. So yeah, find what you actually fucking enjoy, whether that's rowing like Ronnie Coleman or, optimizing something on a cable machine. It's like, whatever you enjoy, do it. It's going to work regardless, because like I said, time is probably the biggest essence when it comes to success in bodybuilding. So everything fucking works, and it's proven. All these guys that argue about the minutia, is that how you say it? Minutia. It's sort of just an irrelevant thing, because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is intensity and compounding time. So find what you fucking enjoy. Simple. It's bodybuilding isn't one of these sports like high level athletics or MMA, where there's so many different variables you got to account for. It's, at the end of the day, it's just lifting weights. And yes, you can optimize things, but it's like, dude, do it because you're passionate about it. Don't do it because you're trying to become a social media influencer or whatever the fuck. Like, before I started posting, I was training for years and years and years. And I didn't even have that idea in my head, because the only thing I wanted to do was improve my physique. And that's, when it comes down to bodybuilding, that's the sort of root thing. And that's the thing I think the most successful guys have, is that just pure passion to improve every single day, and that drive to just go to the gym and fucking send it hard. So that's something I think you should focus on developing more so than the technicalities within bodybuilding, because you're going to outlast everyone else and you're going to build a better physique regardless. So find that fucking passion. And if it's not for bodybuilding, it's not for the gym, cool. Like, that's fine. Find something else, because ultimately life is about finding your passions, and wherever that is for you, it doesn't matter. You can be, if you're passionate about sewing and you start like hyper analyzing everything there, it's like awesome. I'd rather see that than someone that has no passions, like pickleball or some shit. Like, you won't catch me playing that, but if you talk to me and tell me you're extremely passionate and high level at pickleball, I have ultimate respect for you. What I don't have ultimate respect for is people who just cruise through life. So find your thing. Can be anything, except, things, not anything. If you're completely unproductive, like I'm passionate about, like, when I was 16, just sitting on the couch, like laying in my bed and jerking off. But if I said that's my passion, I'd be like, you're a bit of a loser. So something that's going to be productive towards your life. So I should have been a bit clearer in that. But yeah, find something that's, number one, healthy and puts you in a solid direction, whether that's financially, physically, mentally, whatever it may be. But yeah, find a productive passion, and everything else in your life is going to excel. So yeah, that's my little spiel for the day. We're finally getting to that point in the diet now where we've finished our deficit and we've started our sort of rebound or bulk or growth season, whatever you want to call it. And for the longest, I guess for the last 2 weeks or so, it's been really hard to control my appetite. Like, it was just insatiable, always hungry. We're finally now getting to the point where I'm able to manage hunger. And if I'm honest, I'm actually full, like, for most of the day. And my stomachs can be quite distended. But that's just because I've had to push food volume so high to curb that appetite. If I hadn't have done that, I would have just been eating, tons of rice, and I would have been hungry every single second of the day, and I probably would have continued to cheat. I know I discussed binging and stuff before. I haven't really done that since those videos. And that's just because of the increased food volume. Body's getting used to it. Ghrelins dropping, or is it? Yeah, dropping, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, ghrelins dropping. And yeah, that food volume's just helping. Obviously, it's not ideal for like digestion and stomach volume, just because of the copious amounts of food I am eating. Like, I think it's like, it's 500 grams white potato or Spud Light, 300 grams sweet potato. So that's almost like a kilo of some form of potato 3 times a day. So almost like 3 kilos just of potato. So you could imagine how much food volume that is to sort of just sit in your stomach. That'll eventually go away in terms of, we're going to change that composition of food. It's going to become a lot more rice, a lot less potato once we keep progressing in this phase, because hunger is going to become a lot more manageable. But that was just sort of the strategy for now, so I don't end up binging and eating, 3 kilos of cake instead of 3 kilos of potato. So that's been a huge, huge help. And if you're in a similar position when it comes to hunger and stuff, make sure you're implementing those foods. And then things like, zucchini to volumize the food even more. I've been having capsicum, cucumber and tomato, making little salad bowls with kiwi, whatever. Just low calorie foods that are high volume make a world of difference. And I wish I jumped straight to that immediately after the diet instead of trying to implement things like rice, but I just wasn't in tune with my body and how I would react. I should have known because of my sort of history with food and binging and stuff like that, and an addictive personality, but it's all right. We've learnt and we've tightened things up, and food's pretty bang on now, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, just pulling up to the gym now. Hopefully there's a little park. There is. It's quite rare to get a park here, but we got one, boys. That means it's going to be a good day, a very good day. I'm not looking forward to the flight later, to be honest. I'm a extremely, extremely anxious flyer. Don't know why. I feel like it's anything that's out of my control in life I really struggle with, whether that's flying. We went on like a whale watching thing and I had a fucking almost panic attack. It's just things that I don't necessarily have control over. So call me a control freak, call me normal. I don't know. I think it's normal not to be accustomed to heights as a human being, but that's just me. Yeah, pulled up to the gym. Let's go meet up with Chris and train some push.
Yeah, it turns out I can run, T.
What's up?
Turns out I can fucking run.
Turns out what?
Turns out I can run, bro.
You're a good runner?
No, I'm not good, but I can run. Tell you what I fucking hate, though. The ski erg, bro, is fucking shit.
Yeah, fuck that machine.
It just cooked my back. Like, you want to come China Monday?
The fact that that's a serious proposition.
I'm probably going to go Sunday night, not Monday, actually. But if you can, let me know.
What's plans?
Great Wall of China and shit.
All right, that was like the last warm up. Nah,
that's a warm up.
Just like a little bit like intenser of a warm up.
I've got some bad news for you too.
Bad?
Ever since I've started wearing these, I've realized how uncomfortable they are. Turns out I've never had comfortable shoes.
Right.
These are my first pair of comfortable shoes. They feel like shit now.
Really?
To these, yeah. I just didn't realize, bro. But
well, maybe I shouldn't try them because these feel great for now.
Man, like they are so much worse. It might just be the shape of my foot, but like
they are running shoes.
These are like
right?
10x the comfort of those. Fuck the way it feels. I just want to look cool.
Yeah, 100%.
That's been my approach every time. But like
it's
these kind of look
life,
cool
bro.
too. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
that's
why
lift.
Bodybuilding works for me.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to be functional. I just want to look like I lift, bro.
I might even just stay there. That's a good weight for me.
Sweet.
That's not cooking my shoulder. Let's go. Light them up.
All right.
Easy. Time to work, T. Time to work, T. Easy. Bang. Easy. Smooth. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Easy. Easy, bro. Smooth. No. Focus, T. Easy. Again. Still moving, bro. Let's go. Easy. Squeeze. Work. Good set. Probably heavier? What do you reckon?
I'll sit there.
Probably go heavier, bro. That was pretty smooth.
That was like 12, so.
That's what I mean. Like, it was fucking smooth.
Yeah. But I like the high rep shit now, bro.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, boy. Let's get it. Yeah. 2. 3. Good, bro. 4. Come on. Easy. Drive them up, Chris. Grow those titties, bro. Come on. Yep. Beautiful. Good. Yeah, bro. Yep. Good. Yeah. Nice.
Me going like, I'm kind of pressing like down. As
like that way?
Yeah. That feels way better.
Nice.
The more
I'm just going for that clavicular head. No, that makes sense, bro. Because you're flaring shoulder and elbow.
Yeah, like tight and down.
Tighten down.
It's the move, bro. It's the
I
move.
like it.
Easy, T. Easy, bro. More. Good. Good set. Good set. Good set. Good set. Good. Good shit.
Yeah, good call. I was going to go for another one. I was like, no.
No, you did good, bro. You did good.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right.
That was a good set. I got one more.
Yeah. And then one more.
Yep. 3.
But drop off.
Yep.
Fuck yeah. Work. Work, bro. Come on. Yeah. Fuck yeah. All right, boys. That was 2 heavy top sets. You know how we're doing the training now, like the heavy 2 top set, back off set type style training. So this will be the set where I sort of make the reps look a little bit more cute, a little bit more controlled, making sure we're driving completely through the chest. Training that squeeze, you know, as the science-based lifters like to say.
Easy, T. Easy, T. Work. 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 There it is. There it is. There it is. Good set. Good set. Why the fuck is Chris there with Ed Sheeran?
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck's happening?
Legit.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Trying to work, T. Trying to work, T. Like what people often most excited to talk to me about is them and the progress they've made, and I fucking love that, bro. That's
Yeah,
cool as
100%. That's the best. See you making an impact is pretty fucking cool, man.
There were 12-year-olds that were counting calories. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like I did, honestly.
Imagine saying that 10 years ago. It wouldn't have happened.
Nuts, bro.
No way.
There was a 6 and an 8-year-old that no calorie. Like they weren't.
Crazy.
They understand the concept, which is just wicked, bro.
Bizarre. Leading the young crowd, bro.
I just don't see any disadvantage to knowing how to maintain a healthy weight.
Hell no.
Explain to me why learning how to nourish your body properly is in any way, shape, or form disadvantageous.
100%.
I'll wait.
Oh, it's because they argue like they're going to develop an eating disorder or become obsessive about calories. And it's like, but what's the alternative, right? It's like they don't know what they're doing. They're going to become obese. I mean, the environment we're in,
I just
the likelihood of that is crazy.
More information regarding anything generally is not disadvantageous.
No.
More. Easy. More. Let's go. More. Good set. Is that the last one for chest, or you do one more exercise for chest?
I got one more set.
And then another exercise or not?
No, that's
Then
it for
just
chest. Then shoulders.
Oh, we're not sure.
And then arms.
What, so like,
You don't have to.
are you doing arms as well or not?
Yeah. At the end.
Oh, yeah, sick.
Nice. Good, bro. Yeah. Good, bro. All day. Come on.
Oh. Fucking nipples going everywhere.
All right. This is a set where I sort of just reduce the load a fair fucking bit and then make sure it's all in the titties. Squeezing the milkers.
Easy, bro. Easy, bro. Good. Work. Nasty. Nasty. Crazy striated, bro, still. What's your weight up by?
A lot, bro.
Oh, shit.
That's like a lot of it's obviously just like glycogen and water.
Yeah.
But bro, I'm getting so much stronger so fast.
Yeah, you will.
It's fucked.
Just having full glycogen stores will do it, bro.
Yeah, I was like 92 this morning.
What's that, like 5? What were you, 87?
Yeah, about 5.
You can see it, bro. And your face isn't too watery. You're okay.
No, it's not too bad yet. It's definitely puffed up, but
Yeah, to be expected. It's a combination of glycogen and it's both. Like,
Yeah.
bit of body fat. It's the first place it'll come back, your face too. Like,
And those like binges after the diet, the 2 that I had didn't help, but it's been settled since then.
yeah, it'll do it. They weren't that bad though. Like,
Nah, bro.
only like 5,000 cal, bro.
It wasn't like a week's worth or anything.
It would have just replenished glycogen. You're not going to gain fat until your glycogen's replenished. Then you eat more.
Yeah, exactly. Easy. Yep.
Up,
Good, bro.
up,
Yep. Come on.
up.
Good, bro. Nice.
Yeah, I'm okay. Like, do you know what time GYG breakfast ends?
Dude, I haven't had GYG in 3 years.
Yeah, you're the wrong person to ask. 10:30, we're sweet. Oh, the longer you're at it, the more talent becomes a factor. So like I had a jump on everyone, man. Because when I was competing as a junior, I'd already been tracking, bro, for 20. First show was 20.
Yeah.
I'd been tracking for 5 years, bro. So I was already pretty dialed in.
Makes sense.
Whereas everyone else had only sort of started like, I had like 3 years on everyone.
Yeah.
So like that was also a factor.
I feel like when you started too, it wasn't really, I feel like the bodybuilders then didn't really exactly know what they were doing in terms of like nutrition and stuff.
No. I had a lot of success with clients as well for that reason. There weren't many people, as fine-tuned. And it was just a perfect storm, bro. I had a business that didn't require much hours based on the clientele I had, good money, and I had the ability to sleep and eat and train for 70% of the day.
Yeah.
Until I had the success with bodybuilding.
Yep.
And then that resulted in a ton of clients.
Makes sense.
And then what happened is I had a lot of clients.
Pendulum swung the other way.
As a coach, bro, it's all about the talent. And there was a stage I had 3 world champions I was coaching for Like I had the 3 biggest female fitness.
You had Hardy Boyle, didn't you?
I had Hattie, I had Rachel Dillon, I had Lauren Simpson, all 3 of them at once.
Okay.
I had like the fucking holy trinity.
Trifecta, bro.
Bro,
it's like Harney Rambod, bro.
Can't fuck it. Yeah, you can't fuck it
Phil
up.
Heath and...
So like...
If you fuck that up, you're a genuine sped.
You're actually like, you can't. You can't, bro. It's just trust, bro. I'm thinking it's just trust, like.
100%. I think it's a great idea.
And there's a lot of people that can't do it, bro.
All right, brother. Have a good rest of the week. See you Friday.
It's just as easy as...
Ooh.